So this is Dr. Megan and
This is Joe Smith.
we made it to another week of doing a live recording of the Do Better podcast. And we also have
Yes.
Megan here with us from the collective that's joining for the live portion. If you want to chime in at all, Megan, feel free to do so. We're actually not spinning the wheel today because Joe had an idea. Today's Halloween, so happy Halloween, everyone, to have our topic be behavior analytic costumes. I do have to say, just starting out, I don't know how much this is on everyone else's forefront, but for me personally, it's been really difficult to continue doing everyday life stuff like this podcast or the webinars I have scheduled or anything else, even time with my child and like go to the beach, watch the sunset, all of that kind of stuff. It's been really difficult to actually do those things over the past few weeks because I'm just watching I'd have to like take Instagram off my phone because when I scroll through Instagram, it's just constantly seeing what's happening on the other side of the world and not truly being able to do anything about that. So I do want to acknowledge that there's some really horrific times happening right now. And there's a lot of people that are living in fear or not living. They're suffering greatly. And we're going to keep doing our thing here because we have to keep chugging along, but I don't want it to seem like we're not aware of the events that are unfolding in front of our eyes on the other side of this earth. And I do want to go ahead and take like a moment of silence just to recognize the lives of everyone that's been lost right now. And we also obviously had the tragic event in Maine that barely even got any. Well, I don't pay attention to the real news, because I don't think it's actually objective or covering what we need to cover. So that's my own little perspective there. But, the victims of that as well. So I just want to take a moment of silence to honor the people who have tragically lost their lives over the past several weeks, both here and abroad. And if you haven't yet, I'm not going to tell you what to think or do because that's not my place. It is my place on a lot of things, but this is a behavior analytic platform. So for today, I'm not, but I do, if you need resources or you want to learn more, Joe shared like a really great podcast last week that if you all haven't had a chance to check it out, I'm going to post it again in the comments. That just gives a really objective, informed perspective on the history of Palestine and Israel. And if you listen to that, or if you need any other resources in terms of really seeing what's going on over there right now, feel free to send me a message and I can send you some resources, and then contact your government and demand for some better systems to be in place right now. The protection of civilian life should be paramount, and it doesn't seem like that's what's happening, regardless of where you stand on anything else. That piece is pretty much accurate. So I hope people, if you haven't yet, or you've been wondering what to do for the past several weeks, are finding resources and helping to inform yourself of what the steps are that need to be taken. So people don't have to continue suffering and living in fear anywhere that they're living in that part of the world. So on that note,
Megan, can I chime in really quick?
Yeah.
And just say, thank you for taking that moment of silence, especially for what's happening over in Israel and abroad. I got the chance to go to Israel in May, and it was just an amazingly beautiful place. The people are so nice, and it is so heartbreaking to see what is happening now.
Yes, so. For me, I have not been to Israel, but I have been to many places in the Middle East, and I've met people from both countries, Israel and Palestine. And it's heartbreaking to think that the devastation that's occurring and the fear that everyone is living in right now based on the decisions of several people in power instead of what's really best for everyone else. That's my personal perspective.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah. So
thank you.
Hopefully we can see some changes happening. The louder people are, it really acknowledging, I think this is the first time we've had a conflict or something of this nature unfold in front of our eyes. We sometimes get to see the devastation afterwards from different military or other operations that have occurred throughout the world, even by the US. And this is the first time that we have people on the ground posting videos and showing what's happening. And I know that I hope that seeing the devastation that's occurring will really push lawmakers and decision makers into having more sound decision making that protects civilians now and in the future. Because in the past, they could just get away with doing it however they wanted to and then apologizing afterwards. And I really hope we can see some changes finally happen based on everything that's unfolding. Okay.
Agree.
So back to the topic we said we were going to talk about today. We, of course, I was hopeful that we wouldn't be at this place yet. Still we're almost a month in at this point. But like I said, we're going to keep chugging along and getting stuff done here too. So Joe, your idea for the podcast today was to talk about Halloween costumes. So yep. I personally am not super creative. I don't know if you had any already in mind that you wanted to share, or Megan, well, you're like our special guest today. If you have any that you've ever used, but I think you were wanting to focus specifically on behavior analysis. I always like to give this disclaimer. And again, this is my own personal opinion. When I'm thinking about costumes or anything fun that we would do for our field, what's paramount for me is making sure that I'm taking the perspective of clients and maintaining client dignity. So if I'm going to do something, I would want to do a play on, some of the common terms in our field or things like that. I would never focus on something that tries to poke fun or make fun of some of the experiences that we or our clients have. And I know I've seen, some people kind of go down that route. So I always like to give that disclaimer whether it's a game or a costume or whatever it is, yes, we need to have fun and we can do so while still protecting the dignity of the people that we serve. So that being said, Joe, Exactly. Did you have any ideas or costumes you've seen?
So I wasn't even thinking about going down the road of like playing on terms. I was just more thinking like, how could I dress up as a BA, but give like little like cute clues with my costume that I'm a BA. So that's one thing. So for me, I was thinking that I would wear, like, if I was, dressing up as a male, as a BA, I would think that we would be in a pair of slacks like Dockers that are 360-degree flexible. We will be wearing a polo shirt. We would have a copy of Java. We would have a copy of Cooper's with us, the white book. And then in the other hand, I probably would have a coffee that says HRE in it. Or Do Better Pod, which we have.
Yes.
I probably will be attached a pillow to the back of my head because like there's times that I need just to sleep for 15 minutes. And then I probably would also have a bag lunch with me as well, like a lunch pack.
Yeah.
Because I'm always on the go. So that would be my idea of a costume of a BCA.
That is a great idea. I'm trying to think if you missed anything. Megan, if you're able to participate, do you think of anything that he's missing that we should add to the costume?
I'm not very creative either, and I'll be very honest, I do not like Halloween.
You joined for the perfect live recording.
Oh my gosh. It actually, the masks terrify me. So not knowing who's behind a mask is the reason why. Let me think. That was really good.
I love the pillow for the short, like little rest that you can get.
I know.
I'm trying, I think like, did you say anything about, well, I mean, like a phone or a tablet or something?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I should have that.
That's,
Yeah.
I should have that. Or, you know what'd be really cool is a clicker.
Yes.
Yep.
A
Or like a
clicker,
tag.
a watch.
I don't think a lot of people have them, but I love the tagulator that has the click, like the click.
Yeah.
It has the beads and you can keep data on it.
Yep. That, or I think another item would be, of course, a laptop or tablet would be great. If I really want to get really dangerous, I would have a blue funky chart with me, or a standard acceleration chart.
I was gonna say that, yes.
So if I want to go down that route, which would be cool. I'm sure if you had that piece with you, a lot of people would be like, so what's that? Like, and that can, open up to, fun discussions. And trying to think what else. Maybe a bag full of toys too. Just a bunch of different stimuli.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be good to add. I was trying to think like if I were to do myself, I should ask my son. I might do that today and then I'll update you next week what he would picture if I was going to dress up as myself for work for Halloween. What I would need, because I definitely coffee, water, some snacks, and like obviously a computer, maybe a ring light. I don't use them that often, but like a ring light and the snow globe microphone thing, like those are definitely things I use for recording sometimes. Chat GPT somehow. I'm gonna have to put that in there. I'm not really sure how to do that. But what I was gonna say we should do today is we're gonna ask Chat GPT to give us a costume idea for a behavior analyst, okay?
Yes, I love it.
Are any of you doing anything for Halloween tonight?
Yes, I am taking my 3 kids out trick-or-treating tonight, which I'm super happy about, excited. I'll probably have another coffee with me because it's a long day. I'm supposed to dress up as a Dalmatian because my daughter's going to be a Dalmatian and my wife is going to be Cruella. So we're going to do 101 Dalmatians play, like a costume thing.
I love it.
My son's going to be a Fortnite hot dog. And my other son wants to be, has this LED mask. They were popular during, what's the movie? Oh, not The Surge, Purge, The Purge. That's light up and looks scary.
Yeah.
So he's going to do that. So maybe I'll try to do something else. Maybe a Beast BA. Maybe I should dress up as Beast BA. Then again, we have a family costume, so I can't just say like, no, I don't want to dress up as a Dalmatian.
Yeah,
that's funny. Well, I'm guessing Megan, you're probably not doing anything.
I every Halloween, my sister and I, who is in Seattle and I'm in Raleigh, we talk on the phone as we are decorating our houses for Christmas.
Oh my goodness, you're one of those. It's like some people wait till Thanksgiving, but you're like, nope, Halloween's it.
So that's what we'll be doing.
Well, that's fun. I love a tradition. I'm taking my son. He's with his dad, but I'm gonna go meet up with him. And there's a neighborhood we lived in when we first moved here, and neither one of us live in neighborhoods right now. So he likes to just go. He calls it the old neighborhood, and we go there. So we'll go there for a bit. He's dressing up as a baseball player. If you know him, that's no surprise. But he specifically wanted to be Wade Boggs from the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. So he has like a throwback costume, and when he dressed up for school on Friday, I used some makeup to make a mustache for him, like Wade Boggs, but we ordered some off Amazon, so hopefully I don't have to draw a mustache this time. So,
Nice. Nice. By the way, this past weekend, I went to an RV campsite just to go camping. It is a lot of fun if you go to a campsite that is that has some kind of Halloween trick or treat activity. My
Yeah.
kids got so much candy just going from RV to RV. It was a lot of fun. So if you have an RV or a tent or pop up, do that one weekend in October. Totally worth it.
especially if you want a lot of candy. All right, do you all want to know what
Mhm.
ChatGPT described for behavior analyst costume? I'll
Yes.
put it in the chat, in the comments too, because it's kind of long. It's almost exactly what you described, Joe, but it says start with a smart casual look, a neat button-up shirt, perhaps in a solid muted color like blue or gray, paired with comfortable slacks or a knee-length skirt. Tuck the shirt in to maintain a professional demeanor. Choose a pair of sensible shoes like loafers or low-heeled pumps to reflect the practical nature of the profession. Accessorize with a name badge clipped to your shirt pocket or lapel, displaying a fictional name and the title behavior analyst. You can also carry a clipboard with a few printed graphs and charts that depict behavior patterns. These will serve as your tools of the trade. Consider attaching a pen to a string and securing it to your clipboard, ready to jot down observations. For an educational twist, you could have stickers or candies to hand out as positive reinforcement, which is a nod to one of the key principles in behavior analysis. Optionally, wear a pair of glasses to add to the academic look. Lastly, bring a book or two with titles related to behavior analysis, like Applied Behavior Analysis or the Behavior Analyst Handbook, to emphasize your character's expertise. The overall impression should be of someone observant, analytical, and ready to apply scientific methods to understand and modify behavior. This costume is subtle, but can be a great conversation starter, especially for those familiar with the field. I have thoughts, but what do you all think of that description?
I thought that's just mind blowing that they come up with that much of a detailed answer using artificial intelligence.
Mhm.
I think I don't know. I feel like we're kind of I don't know. There's nothing fun like I'm
Say it, Joe.
there's nothing fun. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing like
No.
or anything that's available for like natural reinforcement.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what came up for me too. Megan, did you have any thoughts about that description?
The skirt part definitely has to go.
Right. To me, it
Oh
sounds
yeah.
like it's describing more of like the researcher
Yes.
aspect of a behavior
Yeah.
analyst, like someone who's going to be going in and like observing and collecting information and then maybe bringing that back to come up with some ideas. But it
Yeah.
doesn't seem like the practitioner. And like, I certainly don't want that to be the description of what I do. That sounds way too stuffy and like
Yes.
Mm.
analytical and not like human focused. So I asked it to do one for a play-based, person-centered behavior analyst. It didn't make a whole lot of changes, but it did get a little bit better. So I'll read that one. It says, for a Halloween costume that represents a play-based, person-centered behavior analyst, think of a more relaxed, approachable, and interactive ensemble. Begin with a comfortable outfit like a soft cotton tee or polo shirt paired with khaki or colored chinos, which allows for ease of movement and less formal appearance. You might choose a shirt with a playful design or the logo of a child development center to underline the play-based approach. Add a lanyard with a whimsical ID badge that reads Behavior Analyst, Play and Development Specialist. Attach a couple of playful child-friendly keychains to the lanyard for a touch of fun. Wear a lightweight cardigan or vest with pockets, which can be used to carry small toys, colorful stickers, and other interactive items to engage children in play therapy sessions. Around your wrist, sport a silicone bracelet or two, like those often used for fundraising, that could represent a commitment to inclusive child-focused practice. On your feet, opt for comfortable sneakers or other playful yet practical footwear suitable for active engagement. You might also carry a tote bag with visible label saying play kit, filled with a variety of simple, versatile toys, like building blocks, sensory balls, and picture cards. These items highlight the hands-on, engaging methods used in play-based behavior analysis. To top off the costume, consider wearing a whimsical watch or timer to signify the importance of timing in play sessions and behavioral observation. The final look should exude warmth, accessibility, and a readiness to engage with individuals in a playful, supportive, and therapeutic manner. I like that description a lot better.
Yeah.
That's way better.
You know what would add to that is a bubble machine.
Yeah.
We love
have it attached to you somewhere.
Yeah. Because
one of
how
those
many
like
times
bubble,
we,
I love the character ones that blow bubbles and it's electronic and you can just
Yep.
hit those machines. Those are awesome.
Yeah, the bubble machine guns. I love those. And then also I love the idea of like maybe you can wear a disco ball hat because I
Ooh.
love lights and yeah.
Yep.
As long as you know no one is affected by the light, but like that would be fun, so much fun.
My mom was on earlier and said happy Halloween. So happy Halloween to Vicky. I don't know if she's still watching, but
Happy Halloween.
Megan or Joe, before we close out, do you have any other thoughts about how to show you're a behavior analyst if you wanted to wear it as a costume?
No.
If you're going to dress up as a behavior analyst, make sure that you look fun and warm and inviting. Do not go in a stuffy suit. No.
100% agree.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to close us out for today. If you're listening to this before the end of November 1st, we have our weekly meeting for members happening with me on November 1st, and we're going to be talking about precision teaching. So if you're not familiar with precision teaching, hop in with us for our meeting from 12 to 1 Eastern on November 1st. I also just recently posted for members or non-members. We've done a lot of amazing webinars on the Do Better Collective this year. And I just made a post on our Do Better Collective page outlining all of those webinars. So check those out. We have some really unique topics and incredible presenters that have shared their expertise with us over the first part of this year. I know the year is almost over, but the webinars that we have up right now cover through, I think, May. So we'll have the rest of the webinars from September, October, et cetera. Those will be coming in the next few months. But if you haven't checked out everything we've done, we have relational frame theory, neurodiversity affirming practices, AAC, transactional psychotherapy, how to flourish in your career. There's ethics and supervision CEs. So lots of amazing webinars that we've done this year. If you haven't had a chance to check those out, I highly recommend either joining as a member or purchasing a few of those webinars. I know a lot of folks renew toward the end of the year, so you might need some CEs. All right. Hopefully I'll see some of you on November 1st to talk about precision teaching. Bye, everyone.
Bye.